everybody, it is Sergeant here, and welcome to Ranked number 30. That is right, I am back with another episode of Ranked, and if you don't know what Ranked is, it is where I go through the comics from my latest hauls in this case, because this was a few hauls back now. This is number 30, so it was from my own comic haul number 30, and I just did number 33. So yeah, a few hauls back now. It is where I go through and rank all the comics from my least favorite to my favorite, and I'm sorry if the audio is messed up in this episode, because it is too fucking hot today for me to not have my fan on. I did close my window though, but my fan needs to stay the fuck on, or else I'm literally gonna have a heat stroke while I record this motherfucker. So yeah, this one was really hard to rank, and I feel like I was a bit biased because my favorite character kinda sprang to the top. It's actually been like a few weeks or so since I've actually read these comics, so I kind of forget some of the stuff that's happened in these comics already, just because I read so many comics. Some of it just goes aside, and I've read so many comics since. I've read 2 hauls worth since, and like I just started my newest haul, so like I've read a lot of books, plus I read the FF in Avengers World and Rebirth, so like I've read a lot of comics since these, so I've kind of forgot. So I just kind of pushed the books that I really remembered enjoying to the top, even if it wasn't maybe quite fair. And I just pushed I know there was a book I was disappointed with, so it could push to the bottom. And yeah, some of the books are kind of grouped together by types of characters, which I feel bad for, because I feel like they shouldn't have been grouped together, kind of. But at the same time, I feel like this ranking is pretty good this time around. I might have done it a little differently if I had done it sooner. I feel like All New X-Men up here would have been put higher, and that Cable might have been put higher also. But besides that, I think it's done pretty well, and that maybe Spectacular would have been pushed down. But yeah, I don't know. But this is what I'm going with. This is how they're getting ranked. Hope you're in for the ride. And anyway, first of all, we're going to show off the books that I do have to rank. I got Spider-Man 2, issue number 1. Got multiple covers for that. The Says Connecting cover, the whatever cover, and the other whatever cover of Miles. Then I got Luke Cage, issue number 2. I got All New X-Men, issues number 7 through 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Can't wait to get this video done so I can put these comics away later. I would like to record another episode of Ranked today, but we'll see. I'm trying to do this fast so that gives me more motivation to make another Ranked later. Spawn issue number 9. I got Secret Empire issue number 5, multiple covers for that. I'm not going to show you guys all the covers because fuck that. I got Uncanny Avengers issue number 24 and 25. Death of Wolverine issues number 2 for 4. Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider, issue number 3. His old costume is back. Cable issue number 2. Sorry, I just read 3. Sorry about that. America issue number 4. Complete the first story arc. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe again. Issue number 1 with a variant. I will show off this variant because it's only one. Jean Grey issue number 2 through 4. I don't need to show you guys the covers, but I'm going to anyway. I got Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 1, action figure variant also. I need to get the other variant still. And Spider-Man issue number 18 with the X-Men trading card variant of Shadowcat / Kitty Pryde. And of just variants of books that I didn't read, I got Youngblood 2 covers for number 1, which I've dropped from my pull list, but I will keep picking it up as long as my shop gets in copies. I will keep picking it up, but it's off my pull list. I don't need it on my pull list. And Youngblood issue number 2, the other cover. And then I got All-Star Batman, the other 2 covers of number 1, cover B/2, and cover D/4. So yeah, I think that's Jock variant maybe, or this one is. I don't know, whatever. But these can be put aside because they're just covers. And my cover of the haul is going to go to Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider, issue number 3, because I love that Ben's back in his old costume, and I love that costume. So, yes, anyway, we're going to get right into this episode of Ranked with my least favorite / number 14. Gonna have to go to, and I'm sorry for this, and a lot of you might not agree with me on this, out of all these books, that this is my least favorite, or that this is the worst one, but it is Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe again, issue number 1. That's right, it just happened, I guess. I was kind of disappointed in this book, to be honest. I was kind of expecting more from it. I don't know what I was expecting, But I don't know, it just disappointed me. I don't know why fully, but it just did. I was expecting, I don't know. The story was kind of lame a little at spots. But this just feels like a forced story. Like, this doesn't need to happen. But I still liked pieces of it. And I still thought it was a good issue overall. And I've read issue number 2, and issue 2 is a lot better, and I really liked issue number 2. It's just a poor number 1, sadly. And this just had to be my least favorite this time around. But I will pick up the whole mini-series because I already got issue number 3 waiting for me to pick up. And issue 4, I think, comes out this week or next week. And I know issue 5, it will come out sometime in September. So I'm just going to pick it up because it's going to be over quickly, so why not? And it's a good one to have because if it's anything like the original, this might take off at some point. Plus, I got the variant. I put down for my shop to try to get in the variants for number 2 and 3. I changed my mind. I kind of want those. If they can get them in, I'll pick them up. So, yeah. I got for my number 13, it is... My number 13 is... Sorry, give me a second. It is Spawn, issue number 9. I just had a brain fart for a second. Decent story, pretty good. Really enjoyed D'Angelo stuff. It kind of dragged a bit towards the end. I didn't really care for the second half as much, but the first half was quite strong. Pretty good issue. I did want to try to pick up Spawn as much as I can. There's actually people who've been buying Spawn more. Some people bought a copy of Spawn number 1 and 2. So I'm hoping they still have one somewhere so I can get those at some point. But also, issue like 5 was bought also. So yeah, and maybe issue 3 I think was bought too. So I think actually no, the lowest issue they have now in the back issues is 6. So yeah, issues have been bought. Hoping to still get some Spawn though in the future. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna move on to my number 12, which is gonna have to be America issue number 4. It wasn't my least favorite or my second least favorite, so I'm happy. This was my favorite issue of America so far. This added a lot of backstory. This added a lot to the backstory of America, and it's just a good story. Facing the enemy that they faced was pretty cool. I don't really care for the side characters, but they're alright. I don't know, I just really want to learn more about America's past. I'm really excited for the next story, 2-part story for the next 2 issues. Looks good, has Kate Bishop in it. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, so I'm just going to move on to my number 11, which is going to have to sadly be, because I wanted this to be higher, Luke Cage issue number 2. And I'm not saying that this wasn't as good as issue 1. Number 1 might have been a bit better. It might have been. I don't know which I would put above the other. But I still really enjoyed this issue. I'm loving having that blue guy, Michael Turner or something his name is. I forget his name now, sorry. I really like having him around. He looks like a blue Negan. This is a really fun story, a really good story. Really enjoying the characters involved. Love Luke Cage. I don't know why I hadn't been picking up Luke Cage stuff before. But hope this continues on to be a good series. I think I'm going to pick it up into Legacy, but I might drop it once Legacy starts. We'll see. Either way, I'm going to read these first 5 issues. 4 is out now. I need to get those issues. I think I'm going to keep reading into Legacy unless it drops in quality. Then, yeah, good stuff. Glad I'm picking up Luke Cage. And I'm going to move on now to my number 10, which is Secret Empire issue number 5. And maybe now I'll show those variant covers. Oh my god. Yeah, there's the Hydra Film variant with Magneto, Action Figure variant with Storm, and Hydra Hero cover with Cap. And we'll move these aside. Secret Empire number 5 was a very good issue. I think at the end it was revealed. It was a false reveal that Mockingbird was possibly the traitor, but it turns out in issue 6 she isn't. It was just a false cliffhanger reveal. It was really good. I kind of forget what happened overall, but I know by the end, like, they're attacking the headquarters of the Resistance and whatever. It's really, really fun. This was a really good issue. I remember, but I can't remember everything that, happened, which is why it's ranked so low. I know stuff with the new Red Room happened, and they got my Madam Hydra on their side and shit. Whoops, sorry. and it was good. They got some old guy, whatever. It was fun, and yeah, I'm just gonna move on now because I don't know what else to say. And anyway, my number 9 is gonna have to go to Uncanny Avengers issue number 24 and 25. This got ranked at a decent spot. I'll show you guys the cover of the 25. There you go. This was a really fun 2-part story for Secret Empire. The Night Shift, I think, was called. This was really fun. Love the team dynamic. I fucking love Rogue. I love Rogue. She's awesome, and I think she's like the team leader now, which is great. She was kind of the team leader, which was awesome. I don't know what to say about this. It's fun. We got to see Shocker and the female Scorpion. So Scorpia, I think her name was. It's fun. It was good. And I don't know what else to say, so I'm just going to move on. New creative team, I'll accept you guys for now. I don't plan on dropping the series because I've come this far, so yeah. Hopefully it doesn't become a shitty series, or else I might have to drop it. Or I just won't pick it up as often. Moving on to my number 8. It's going to have to sadly be, because I kind of want this to be ranked higher. But you can't win them all. It is Death of Wolverine, issues number 2 through 4. Finished off this mini-series finally, and I'm excited. This was really good. This was fucking a fantastic story. The art, some of the best art I've ever seen in the comics. Steve McNiven is fucking awesome. Great story. Great to see Kitty Pryde. Great to see Wolverine's journey to death. And this really should have been ranked higher, but you know what? This was too strong a haul. This was a really strong haul, and this was the end of something. So I wanted to kind of put some of the positives above the end of the character to this moment in time of Wolverine, of Logan, our main Wolverine. It was the end of his story. I didn't really want it to be. I kind of want to put some of the positives above that, and that's what's happened. So I'm just going to move on now to my number 7, which is going to be Jean Grey, issues number 2 through 4. Jean Grey, so much better. It's fucked up when number 1 is your least favorite issue. This series just got better. Issue 2 is probably my least favorite of these issues. I thought issue 2 was even a bit poor, but issue 3 was fucking great. It was my favorite of the issues. Issue 4 was great too. Issue 3 had Namor in it, and Namor and Jean Grey together was fucking awesome. Interactions and everything. It was a great story, and her and 4 was great too. That was fun. This series has become a really fun series to read. Can't wait to pick up issue number 5. This is starting to become really good. Issue 2 saw its fun moments too, and fun interactions like with Quentin Quire and Hope was a bit fun to see. But I thought it was still a bit poor, but issues 3 and 4 were great. So I don't want to drop this series. If I have to, I will, but I'm still going to keep reading it. So yeah, because I still probably should drop some more series. So Jean Grey is close to the chopping block, possibly a series I would drop. America should be close to that too, but I don't really want to drop America because of the what she represents. But if I have to, I might. But I feel like that's gonna be serious. That's hard to find in the future. So I don't know. I feel like I should keep picking it up. And my shop gets like no copies in. Next from my number 6, it is Cable, issue number 2. Continuing on the greatness from number 1, just an action-packed series with still a great story involved. Great stuff, keep on going, and I've read issue 3 already, and it's a great issue. I'm so happy I'm picking up Cable. I'm going to be picking up older issues of Cable also soon, and I'm just going to keep picking this up through Legacy. I love Cable. I've loved Cable. I just haven't got to read much with him, and now that I am, I'm so happy, and it's such a good story. So yeah, anyway, that's all I have to say for that, and we're going to move on to my number 5, which all the X-Men were grouped together. What can I say? I'm sorry. But my number 5 is all new X-Men issues number 7 through 10. Wow, this is a great series. I've got 10 out of 41 issues, not to mention there's some variants for me to get. But this is some good shit. Really enjoying it. Really happy I'm picking this up. I gotta try to pick it up quicker, but it's really hard of all the comics I get. So yeah, maybe in the next couple hauls I will try to get some issues though. I don't know, it's really good. Really happy picking this up. And don't know what else to say. Don't really want to spoil anything. I want to get this video done quick. So yeah, I'm just going to move on now to my number 4. I'm down to the last 4 books, and they are all Spider-Man related series. Spider characters. For Spider-Man series, which one will be number 1? That's actually going to be the title. So now my number 4 is for my least favorite, sadly, because I really enjoyed it. But I'm going to show you guys the books first again to remind you. Spider-Man 2, issue number 1. Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider, issue number 3. Spider-Man, issue number 18. And Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 1. And that is actually my number 4, Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 1. This was a really fun story, and I've read number 2, and it's awesome too. This is kind of more of a team-up book too. We get to see Spider-Man, we get to see Peter interact with a lot of characters in this. We get to meet a new character named the Mason, so that's his first appearance, if he becomes popular down the line at all. Which is the Tinker's brother. Ant-Man was in here, which was a cool interaction. We met this new girl who Peter is going to go on a date with, which he does in issue 2. It's awesome. Human Torch was in here, which was great. Peter's sister shows up. The backup story of Black Widow and S.H.I.E.L.D. Finding out Spider-Man's like Spider Sense, and I just love seeing the Black Widow and Spider-Man together because it's kind of a rare occurrence, and I think it's great. I've always wanted to, I don't know, I've always almost had like, I've almost kind of shipped them, sort of. Those are two of my favorite characters. I love seeing them together. Just a really fun story all around. Chip Zdarsky knows what he's doing. The comedy, the humor is back. Like, this is a very fun and humorous Peter Parker again, and I think that's actually quite fun. And yeah, I don't know what to say. Just really, I think this is a brilliant title so far. Can't wait to read more. I'm definitely gonna be picking this series up as long as it goes. Unless I have to drop books, then this might have to go, sadly. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to move on now to my number 3, which is, surprisingly, this was going to be my number 2 at one point, Spider-Man 2, issue number 1. This was really good. I felt it was a bit lopsided, and it was more of a Miles story, but I mean, it still was a good Peter story, I guess, too. I thought some of the dialogue was great. I liked the introduction of new girls Miles was interested in, and I liked actually the school stuff with Miles. I thought that was really cool. It had a bit of a I don't know, kind of the ending dragged a little bit, maybe. No, the ending wasn't as good as I was hoping, but I can't wait to read more. I'm really excited for this miniseries. It goes until January. So yeah, can't wait. I'm really excited, and yeah. No, wait, it goes until what? It goes till December because issue 2 is already out. Yeah. I thought I went till February before, but no. Okay. Goes until December, I think. So yeah, really cool, really excited. Now moving on, we got 2 left. My number 2 is going to be one of these, which will feel my number 1. I got Spider-Man issue number 18 and Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider issue number 3. Will Ben Reilly have his moment to shine in the spotlight, or is Spider-Man reclaiming his throne again for the second time in a row? And it is that, because sadly, I almost wanted this to be my number 1. I kind of wanted this to be my number 1, sorry. But my number 2 is Ben Reilly, The Scarlet Spider, issue number 3. And by the way, I'm caught up in Ben Reilly right now, and this might be my favorite issue of Scarlet Spider. This was a great issue. I really enjoyed it. It's been a great series so far. It's only gotten better, actually. Number 1 might be my least favorite issue. 4 and 5 have been great also, but this was great. And just the cliffhanger with Ben in his costume at the end was great. And I don't know, just the humor was in here too. Just the interactions and dialogue was really fun. And I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna move on now because I don't know what to say. I'm gonna move on now to my number 1, which is Spider-Man number 18. How good was this issue? How good was this issue? That cliffhanger with Bombshell, Miles. I ship it kind of, but at the same time, it's not gonna happen. Fabio, Gold Balls, saves Miles. Hammerhead is great. He's a great villain. Show me more Hammerhead. Miles awesome. Miles' mom, Gank kind of dreaming of being a superhero or whatever that was going on. Cool. Just Gank in general. Shit. What, I don't know what to say about this. It was too good. Really great covers also. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I think I'm just gonna end this video now, guys. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, I just want to get this over. Sorry. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, even share if you like to. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next video, which is probably gonna be another ranked. I don't really have time to stream tonight. Also, SummerSlam tonight. Excited for all you wrestling fans. I can't wait. Watch the NXT TakeOver at Brooklyn Free last night. It was fucking awesome. Maybe I'll make some wrestling videos. We'll see. But anyway, guys, by the way, no, I don't think I'm going to talk about that in this video. I think something is going to get rebranded, and it might affect this too. I might rebrand a couple things again. We'll see, though. Ranked might keep, I don't know. Ranked might be rebranded, or it might be ending. I'm not sure. I'll get back to you guys on that, because I think what's going to happen is I'm going to rebrand that comic show into something else. Because I've been thinking about a better name, I guess. Or just, I thought of a name I think is pretty cool for a comic book show. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next video. And peace out, and I'll get back to you on that when I think about it more. But yeah, bye.